welcome to Little Workroom Crafts. My name is Davina and I live in the southeast coast of the UK. I've decided to start off a little bit different today. Glenn and I, he's off work for 2 days and we've come over the road for a lovely walk and it's beautiful out, absolutely beautiful. I have got some videos of this tree that I'm standing right next to. If I swing around, look at the blossom on that is absolutely amazing. There we go. So I'll take some photographs and add them on, and when we get back I'll actually continue with the actual podcast and show you what I've been up to. So I'll be back soon. So look at that. There's Glenn there in the background. He'll probably shoot me for that. Anyway, I'll be back soon. Take care. Hello, I'm back again. We've just this minute come down the slope and look at the blossoms along here. They're at... Sorry, Glenn?
Cherry trees.
Oh, fat you. They're cherry trees. Mind you, our one like that don't look... Our one in the garden don't look like that. So Glenn has said they're cherry trees. But absolutely beautiful. It is a lovely day. It really is. Absolutely gorgeous. I'm going to try and come out and have a walk every day just to clear the head as you do. I'll move slowly so you can see what's behind. Ooh, the sun's right in front of me now. Down the back there, over that way where the big cranes are, is where the port is. But it is absolutely gorgeous. So I thought I'd show you the blossoms. And oh, there's a bee. I'll keep trying to see if I can get a bee, but unfortunately I'm allergic to them, so every time I go too close I get worried. So I'll see if Glenn will get a photograph of a bee for me. So anyway, I'll see you all soon. Right then, so hello, I'm back home now and Glenn and I have done the draw for the giveaway. And I did forget to say when I was out earlier on and I was recording that actually today is episode 14 and today is Wednesday the 25th of March. What am I like? Hey, what am I like? Okay then, right then. As you can hear, my cold is clearing. It's definitely getting a bit better. Well, quite a lot better actually, which is good. But you know, with everything that's going on at the moment, we're allowed out in twos and so on. So yeah, hopefully everything will sort itself out in the end. Right then, okay. Let's just go right into what I've been up to, really, shall we? Okay, I've got one lot of knitting. I've got some EPPs and where I got the inspiration for my patterns and so on. And I've got something to show you from embroidery. I haven't done any, but something I've got planned. And my cross stitch April, which is over there, I'll get that in a minute. That has been finished as well. So, okay then. Let's start. So shall we? Let's go into the knitting, which is basically my shawl that I spoke about a fortnight ago, and with all the different yarns that you add. I will recap with you. It is from this book and it is called this one. Oh, let's get you over here. The Levelly shawl, and I am actually using these colours. I brought the kit from Edinburgh last year. That's funny really, because on my Facebook and that, all the memories come up of every day. And like a couple of days ago, me and Angie went to Ellie's knit night up there, and it's, I don't know, it was just a lovely holiday. It really was. So yeah. The yarn is, now I know I've kept the label, the Knitting Goddess. Oh, there she is. Right, okay. Yep, the Knitting Goddess. As I say, and they all came in a kit. And I chose the colours primary tones. So, and it's 4-ply, British BFL and Marsham. 75% BFL, 25% Marsham. Both wools are sourced from UK flocks and all processed and spun in the UK. So that is the the label, and that's, I got the book and the yarn all together. I'm really enjoying this. I'm nearly getting ready to add on another colour, as you see, but it is growing and looking so well. I'm really looking forward to getting like the more like the pinks and the purple tones on, to see how that's all going to work. Actually, I think I reckon probably this one is going to be, is that number 6? Yeah, so this one's going to be my next one, which will then take us into all the purples and the pinks. But I am really enjoying knitting this, and can't wait to get it finished, really, because I've been thinking, because as I said previously, you know, this year I'm definitely going to be trying more things that I haven't done before, and I've always got my would like to have a go at brioche. And as I've said, I've got Stephen West's book, which has got the Exploration Station shawl in it, which has got a little piece of brioche. And the lady from, I can't remember her name, oh, it's going to really annoy me now, sorry, from Eldenwood Crafts, she's just finished hers, and it is beautiful, it really is. And I know I've got a couple of skeins, because I'm really low on the yarn at the moment, hand dyed, a couple of skeins up there that I think might go together, but I do have some blanks where I could dye some myself to go with it. But yeah, and talking about that, I got an email a couple of days ago saying that Fibre East has been cancelled, but you know, all I keep thinking is that we've got more to look forward to next year, fingers crossed. So all the saving this year will go towards everything next year. That's what I'm thinking anyway. Okay then, so that's all the knitting I've got at the moment. I'm still been working on Rebecca's socks, but they haven't really grown that much, really. Okay then, so what we'll do is we'll go into the English paper piecing. In the one I did, not the tutorial, but the little clip one I did before, I showed that I'd made these little bits and bobs for a sewing accessories. And I did say today that I would be telling you where I got the inspiration from and so on. Okay, so first of all, I will start off with the pincushion and the little needle book, which I just love this little needle book. I really do. Okay, and I actually got the inspiration for that, I have written it down, from the vintage sewing box, this Emma. As I've said before, you really have got to go over to her Instagram and have a look. She did do a live feed on Instagram on Friday at 9 o'clock, which was very nice, because you know, she was doing some sewing and we were all talking, the ones that were popping on. So yeah, that was really nice. So but definitely go and have a look, because if you go onto her Instagram and then on her profile go into her link, and there she's got patterns and you know, bits and bobs. But I will say the inspiration I got was from her for these, and I really enjoyed making these. The roll, which I must admit I did get a lot of comments about the little roll, is I did say that I got given this pattern many years ago, but I have adapted it to change for the size of our spools. See, that's where they put their needles, they'd thread them up and then pull it off as it goes, as I've said before. And I just put the little hexagons all the way around. Now unfortunately I've got when it comes, it's actually, here you go, look at this, from an American pattern originally of 1854. Wow, I didn't notice that all the years I've had this. That's unbelievable. The actual lady on the bottom is Dorothy Stapleton, and this is actually 1995 was when she did hers, and it's called the Ready Threaded Needle Case. And as I say, if you see at the top here, look, that's exactly what I was trying to explain. They'd put the needles and then thread them from the spool across and then pull it off as it go along. It really is a good fun to make, it really is. And yeah, I've made loads over the years and I never get bored of making these. I really don't. There also is the little thread catcher. Now, I actually, if you put into YouTube, I think I just put in travel thread catcher or something like that. There was a couple of tutorials. I chose one that I found that was really good. Now the difference is that she actually, and they both use Pringles tubes to cut off this part for the cardboard. Well, we don't eat Pringles, so Glenn, he managed to find me a tube, and I've just reinforced it in there with a piece of an extra things, and mine's a little bit smaller than hers, but everything else I followed the same. I just did the maths and worked out how small these bits have got to do. But I tell you what, that actually was really good fun to make. I really enjoyed that. Now, oh yeah, and also this little box here is a tutorial. Now this only went up a couple of weeks ago, which was on the Fat Quarter Shop. They do a lot of tutorials, and I just used the spongy bozal, but they obviously use the same stuff, but obviously, you know, they name things differently. But yeah, this is just whipped up in no time at all. So definitely head over and have a look there at that one as well. So what I've done is, so I keep all this together and it looks nice. I went and was given, was it last year, for my friend Debbie at work, this wooden, it's like a wooden basket. It's not a basket, it's weird, it's hard to explain, with the handle and everything. And I decided yesterday to get my paints out and give it a good sanding and paint it up how I would like it to look. So I'm going to put in a photograph here of the before. Okay, so you've seen the before. Now you're going to see the after. I got a bit carried away, but hey ho. Right then, let's get me bits out because I've got some other ideas what I'm going to do with it. So I painted the base, redid the base with a bright green. And then I got this really lovely blue, which I thought went really well with my bits because that's where they're going to sit in there. And I did the red in the inside, and then on the ends here I did the green, but I've just gone a bit mad on it because that's just the what I liked it to look. But what I am doing now is, hopefully I'll get some more done today, is I'm making a little quilt to actually sit in the bottom there. So that's my two rows. And then what have I done with them? They're in here. I remember in my box. And then after this, I'm going to add the green, so it will all match all the way around. But in the corners here, to make it into the rectangle, I'm just going to add 2 blue, like that. And then I'll layer it up and quilt it, hand quilt it, and then bind it. And yeah, so it will lay nicely in the bottom of this. And that is where I'll store all my EPP stuff. Also, as I did say before, which I will get out, the what's it called, Aurifil thread came, and I am impressed. I will say, even though it's a 50 weight, it does feel thinner than other 50 weights. But I am really impressed. Touch wood, I've had no breakages with it, and no, I think I will definitely be using this from now on. And I chose colour sand, which I'm assuming is the 2314. I don't know if you can see that. No, a bit blurry. But yeah, it's colour 2314, and it seems to be blending. And as I said before, I've run out of my glue stick, and obviously now, you know, the haberdasheries and that are closed. So, and I always like to get mine from work. So I've gone back to tacking, as you can see here. But now I seem to realise why I do like the tacking, because I think when you're actually doing the gluing, you seem to press the fabric around the paper tighter. I don't know why. Well, I do anyway. And when I'm tacking, I don't seem to do that. So when I'm actually sewing it together, I'm less got less chance of actually hitting the papers. So, and also as well, let me see if I can here it is. Yeah, so these ones are glued. This is how far I've got on my quilt. And if you look there, hopefully you can see that there, I think you can actually see the thread more, and it's the same thread. Now because this is tacked and it's a bit looser, you don't see the thread as much. So I'm definitely going to stick with me tacking. I do like that. So yeah, so hopefully by the time I record in a fortnight's time, this little quilt will be finished, and the whole thing will be complete. So that would be nice. Okay, right then. Now, as you see, as you've just seen, I've already showed you the progress of the quilt. I'm really enjoying this. I must admit, I am. But I do like little hexagons and little shapes. I don't know why I always have. So this one, as I say, will take me quite a while, but it will. You know, eventually it will get done. It really will. So just to recap, the inspiration has come out of this book. It's Quilting on the Go from Jessica Alex. Oh, that's probably why I didn't read it last time. There you go. There's the name. But it really is a lovely book. Well worth getting. Definitely well worth getting. Okay then, so that's that. So also, right, sorry, just jogged you. We'll go over to the cross stitch and the embroidery. Oops. Right, okay, and I've got April finished. I do like April. I like the little purple flowers, and I think the cloud looks pretty smart actually. So I've got 4 of them done. So I'm ahead of myself at the moment. So I'm going to have a break from them for about a couple of weeks now. And yeah, and then I'll pick it up later on. Now, I have mentioned previously that when there was a new magazine came out over in the UK called Love Embroidery. And Nikki Franklin was inside it with a, oh, I've got it here right on the page, with a beautiful embroidery of a blossom tree. Oh yeah, this is finished. Absolutely beautiful. Now you could get the magazine, and then you could there is at the back the pattern, so you could trace it all out and so on, or you could contact Nikki and actually get the kit. And so Glenn, he treated me to the kit. I eventually got the magazine. My friend Katie, who I work with, had to get it for me because I couldn't get it anywhere in this town at all, or the next town where I worked in. But when the little kit come, it's just so sweet. It really is. And the fabric, I just can't wait to get started. There's the little printed tree, but the fabric feels lovely, absolutely gorgeous. And you've got, sorry about the crinkling, and you've got the actual colours of the DMCs that is needed. So I might start this soon actually, means I'm not going to do the bit of my cross stitch for a little while. And yeah, I think, I don't know what I'm going to do with it yet. I haven't got a clue. But yeah, I might actually start that. And and get it, you know, get it going, because it was hard enough to get the magazine, but yeah, I'm really looking forward to starting that. Okay then, so I've shown you the actual the April, okay, and I've done all of the EPP. So, oh yes, there is something I'm going to say. As I said a couple of weeks ago, that I was thinking of opening an Etsy shop. Well, I will say thank you ever so much for your encouragement, and everybody was saying, yeah, you know, go for it. I'm still going to do it, I really am, and I've got some samples made up. But I'm putting everything on hold at the moment, because I think, you know, at the moment we've got other things to think of, and you know, it just doesn't feel right. So I'm going to leave it for a couple of 3 months and see how it goes, and what happens, you know, with everything that's going on around us. And yeah, and then, you know, perhaps I'll use this time to get more organized, and more samples made up, and actually get, not rush into it, and actually take my time and get things done properly. Okay, so I just thought I'd let you know. Right then, giveaway, I think. Now, when it comes to the giveaway, we have drawn it, and I will be popping a video in shortly. But what I will say is, to the winner, obviously it won't be sent off within the next, you know, couple of 3 weeks. So please, I do apologise, bear with me. It's just that, you know, I've been one that's been told I've got to stay home and self-isolate because of health reasons and so on. So I don't really want to go into a post office and send it off. But I will say that I've started collecting some bits anyway, and the lovely Vivian, a friend of mine, which is Sit and Knit with Vivette, right this time, she donated, which oh, I know it's here. Yeah, she's donated a needle minder and stitch markers and progress keeper, and her shop is at Betty Arthur Creations on Instagram. No, it's not, I tell a lie, on Etsy and Facebook. So, you know, hop over and have a look, and they're gorgeous, because she sent me a set, and I've been using mine. They really are lovely, all what she makes herself. So there is this, and there's, you know, a couple of other little bits, but I don't want to show you everything. I want you to have a surprise. But yes, so the person who's won will definitely be sent a gift, but in the next couple of 3 weeks. Right then, so let's get on to the video where Glenn, yet again, has drawn the winner. Hello, right, now I've grabbed Glenn again, and obviously you'll just see the arm, or probably a leg, no face, and he's going to draw the giveaway. Okay then, so here we go. Oh, hold on, let me swing you around. Right, it was 29 entered in total. There was some nice flowers. And daffodils won. Oh, there's his hand. Thank you, Glenn. Right, and the winner is... Oh, let's undo this. Oh, right. Let's focus in. Devon Stitches. Her name is Sarah, and her favourite flower is a primrose. Oh, so well done, you. Thank you for entering. If you could just private message me on Instagram, and with your address. And as I say, as I'm going to say previous to this, and eventually it will be sent off when, you know, we're allowed out and do things a bit more. So, okay then. Right then. Bye. Okay, so congratulations to Devon Stitches. So there you all are in the boxes. So there was 29, which was amazing response, and I do thank you all for taking the time. But as I said previously, the daffodil did win, but in the amount of people that like the spring flowers. But I will say, there she is again. There is Devon. I don't know why I can't get, won't focus at all. So it's Devon Stitches, and her favourite flower was the primrose. Okay. Right then, so I better sit and put everything all together now and leave you all now for a couple of weeks, and hopefully, well, I should have some other bits to show you as well, what I've been up to. So all please stay safe, take care, keep positive. So all we've got to do is keep positive, and happy crafting. Take care. Bye bye.